Oh, hi there, friends and friends of friends. I'm not sure if we've been properly introduced. I'm Cody from Wall Street Breakdown. Now you say your name. Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm here to tell you about a little earnings call from a tiny little company that makes beverages. That company is PepsiCo. They make all sorts of things like Pepsi and Frito-Lay and Quaker and insulin-dependent diabetics. And today, they released their quarterly earnings report. $1.48 a share. That beat the street's estimate by 4 cents. And $16.24 billion missed by $70 million. But it's up 1.3% year over year. Now, with a company this size that's really expanded into almost every market that they can and really took every chunk of margin that there is, I mean, competing with Coke, you're going to be second. They're doing a good job over at Pepsi. We can't expect them to blow numbers out of the water, right? This has become basically a blue chip stock. This isn't a growth stock anymore. I think everybody knows where Pepsi kind of sits. So any kind of growth is positive. 1.3% revenue growth year over year. I think that in and of itself is pretty strong. Let's take a look at what else they've done in the earnings call. The revenue, Frito-Lay North America was up 3%. Quaker was up 1%. So still growth in North America. That's a place they're strong already. There is no getting stronger. They are competing with stalwart brands. You know what you buy. I know what I buy. And we probably always buy close to the same stuff. And same with everybody you know. So whenever you're growing market space in a place like North America, you're doing a pretty good job. You're finding some way to get in there and scrape off a little extra. That's pretty good for a company the size of Pepsi. So I say kudos to you. But the growth is really taking place outside of North America, where in Latin America, the revenue's up 6%, and in Europe and sub-Saharan Africa, it's up 8%. So again, they're in some markets where they obviously haven't grown to the extent where they're completely maxed out, and you're getting a lot of people that in those countries, they're starting to find revenue coming on, right? People are making extra money. So when they make a little extra money, obviously they can spend a little more money on indulgences. One of those indulgences would happen to be something like Pepsi products. So growing in the right areas, that's for sure. Now, operating profit also up across the board. Frito up 5% in North America. In Latin America, sales are up the operating profit 14%, and in Europe and sub-Saharan Africa 12%. So we're seeing growth at every level. That's what we want to see. I don't know if I necessarily recommend you go out and purchase Pepsi. You would definitely want to talk to your licensed professional financial advisor. That's the best advice I could give you. But Pepsi is a well-run company, but it's always going to run second place to Coke. So you have to think of that. If you're one of those people who want to invest in the best of breed in a sector, I'm not entirely sure if Pepsi would be the number one choice. You would go out and just buy Pepsi, put that in your portfolio. It might be something you want to think of getting in an index, because Pepsi is a very strong company. Speak to your licensed professional financial advisor. Pepsi has a great earnings call. Beat on earnings, missed revenues, but so nominally, but revenues up 1.3% year over year and growing in the markets they should be. I don't know if I would want to actually drink any Pepsi. I don't think that's probably good for you. But the earnings call and making the money off Pepsi is always going to be good for you. I'm Cody from Wall Street Breakdown. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button. Click the little notification bell down there. Leave me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I want to know what you think about Pepsi. I want to know what you think about everything. Have a nice day.